Hello there lads and ladies, and welcome back to another episode of Dead by Daylight. Today we're taking it a little bit more easy. We're going to sit by the campfire, listen to the beautiful sound of the fire roaring whilst we just enjoy a little bit of Smash or Pass. Or in my case, Shag, Marry and Avoid. Basically, it's all the same thing really. Everyone's been doing it. I thought, why not jump on the bandwagon? And I kind of want to give my thoughts on each character as it goes, really. So with Dwight, obviously made after the looks of Matthew Cote, you can tell me that he doesn't, but in my mind he practically is Matthew Cote. Dwight's one of those fellas that, like, you kind of love the more they grow on you, basically. He's the type of guy that you'd be like, yeah, he's a friend at the end of the pinch. I mean, we all have that little bit of cowardice in us that we have to overcome, basically, and he has shown that throughout his trials, basically. So for that alone, for his lovability as a character and being the OG survivor, I gotta say Smash. Who doesn't like a nice guy at the end of the day? A lot of people, or so they say. Sorry, my boy's trying to eat my mic. Good boy. Good boy. So yeah, we'll give good old Dwighty a smash, why not? Now we move on to Meg Thomas. Don't be fooled by the outfit. This person, I don't know. In a lore, she's quite caring of her mother or something like that, but I don't know, she seems a bit dickish. I don't know. There's something about her that I just don't like, or maybe it's just the fact that I've faced too many Meg heads all over the days. I mean, I'm not stereotyping or anything, but you get a lot of Meg heads that do very bogus and bonkers things to you as a solo queue survivor or as a teammate, basically. But honestly, not a bad body type, I won't lie, very good body type, but the face kind of reminds me of a Neanderthal. Very much like a Neanderthal from the early Ice Age, if you ever know what they look like, basically. The big bulking builded cavemen, basically. So for Meg, I'm gonna say pass. Not my type. We move on to Claudette. Now with Claudette, she is wife material. Believe you me, this woman is wife material. She is caring, she's kind, very intelligent. What's more can a man ask for, really? She's got a very pleasing aesthetic, she has a lovely face, very gorgeous body, a nice booty, I might look at it, very cute. I'm not all about the big badonkadonk, basically. I'm not all about big arses or anything like that. I always say itty bitty titty committee or medium is premium for me, basically, and she's got the medium is premium for me. She's a beautiful lass. So for her, I'd definitely have to say smash. She's just absolutely gorgeous. And I will be coming back to the one survivor that I will basically be doing. That I'll be choosing out of the lot of them, basically. We move on to Jake Park. Now Jake, very calm, very, just like his calm spirit. Very nice guy, keeps to himself. I have a sense of like, I think the reason he's on his own is because he has some trust issues there, which is understandable. Everyone has their own form of it in one way, shape or form, especially if they've had their heart broken or if they just can't feel like that they can do well with people. He's more into his animals than he is humans, and who doesn't like a person who loves their animals, basically. So for Jake, good looking chap, very handsome guy. Yeah, I think he'd be a very caring partner, so I'd have to say smash for Jake. No problem there. Now we move on to the entity. I'm sorry, Nia. Now, bit of a troublemaker. Now, the problem is with troublemakers is they do not last long in relationships. They will normally have polyamorous relationships, very toxic outlooks. She's been known to tag her principal's county's principal's car, which then led to an accident. So already she's on grounds for murder. A criminal. We do not tolerate criminals here. So for that, Nia, you are a pass. We move on to Bill or William Overbeck. Man's a soldier. He's very experienced. 10 points off for him being a smoker. Nobody likes a smoker at the end of the day. But honestly, he's a hard bastard that's lived a hard life, basically. Respectable. I can definitely see him being more as a friend. A good old pal to share drinks at the bar with. But no, I'm going to have to say pass on Bill. As much as I love Bill, he's probably not relationship material. He's probably got too much PTSD going on for him to have a relationship. And there's David. David. Our first homosexual character, which is a nice change of pace, really. It's nice to see someone big and burly and not, how do I put, someone who's kind of overly feminine, basically. You get this an awful lot with gay people, is that they're either very over feminine or they act too much like a woman. And I think to myself, I even asked a gay friend of mine this. I said, what do you think of like guys that act like that? And he said, it's kind of strange. And I said, yeah, I can understand that, because, you know, if you're interested in a guy, you'd be more interested in them for being men, you know, for being masculine, you know, that type of aura. But an awful lot of them are kind of overly feminine. He found it weird, and I found it weird how, you know, some people like talk like that, and it's kind of a weird thing. But yeah, with David, very hard working guy. He protects his friends. He had a relationship with one of his closest friends, probably closeted that for so many years because he didn't want to lose his friendship. Very understanding, very kind-hearted person. So yeah, I'd say smash. And it would work out both ways as well, since he's gay, so that would work. Not getting myself on straight, but I'm going to give my honest opinions, and hey, if I was, I would. We now move on to Laurie. Now, this outfit and this face does not do the actress who plays Laurie Strode any justice. The actress who plays her is gorgeous. She is one of the most beautiful actresses you could ever come across. But I'm not judging the actress who plays Laurie Strode. I'm actually judging this character's look, because this is not Laurie Strode. Excuse me, I burped. Pardon me. So, let's see. Trousers, awful. Nice bum, I guess. Top looks a bit way too tight. It looks too neat and tidy for being someone that's escaped like the literal epitome of evil, basically. So for that alone, I'm gonna have to say pass. She just looks very plain looking, you know. I'm not really interested in that. Ace Visconti we move on to now. Now, this is probably one of my nicer fits, and if you're wondering, the fits I'm choosing for them, their outfits, are basically the most attractive I see in my eyes to them. And there are going to be some that don't have outfits, which is understandable, like Laurie Strode. She doesn't have any, which is a shame. Well, she does have one, I think, but I don't have that outfit for her. Ace, kind of an overconfident, cocky guy. I guess that's a way to make up for, like, him basically being a loner in a certain sense. Nothing wrong with being a loner, but I feel like if you're overconfident and you're cocky, that just brings, like, unneeded, wanted attention that could then fall onto you. He believes luck's always on his side. That's not a good way of living. Like, how can you imagine, like, having a relationship with someone just hoping that it's going to work out? It's like a marriage, basically, in modern day society. It's like jumping out of a helicopter from like 70,000 feet up with a parachute that has a 30% chance of not opening. Would you still take that chance? No. I'm not a person for odds, basically, and my odds on Ace is that it is a pass, straight up. We move on to Feng. Now, Feng is a gamer girl. Who doesn't love a gamer girl at the end of the day? She's very gorgeous, and believe you me, an awful lot of gamer girls are not as good looking as Feng. Believe you me, I've met a few of them, and they are... their personalities do match well with their looks as well, but that's not all. It's just the ones that I've met, basically. So, with Feng, she's very, very gorgeous. She's got a little bit of an overconfident attitude. She's definitely got an attitude, that's for sure, being a gamer and all that, you know, but it kind of helps being, you know, this attractive. But that's the problem when you're over attractive and you meet crazy people. You know, you know what they say, you shouldn't stick your dick in crazy, and Feng is probably one of them. So would I have a one night stand with her? Straight up, yes. Would I have a relationship with her? Absolutely not. I feel like if I had a child with her, she'd probably steal my child and run away with it. So no, I will probably say smash, but for relationship, no, not for Feng. Quinton Smith. We move on to Quinton. They've made him a little bit more attractive. They've basically took the Gollum-looking Quinton away and gave us something a little bit more respectful to the actor who played him in Nightmare on Elm Street. Honestly, I was kind of hoping they would go for like the Johnny Depp version of him, where in the original one with Robert Englund, but unfortunately, copyright and all that is a bit of a knob thing to do. But overall, the actor who plays him, very attractive lad, cares for his friends. He has an awful lot of PTSD, but he's still able to overcome all that. It just shows the strength that this man has. Yeah. If I was gay, yeah, I'd say smash on him, but pass on like Gollum version of him for sure. Nobody likes Gollum Quinton, unfortunately. Detective Tapp. I know, not the best fit for him, but this is all I've got for him, unfortunately. Very hard-working chap. He's very addicted to his job. He was addicted to hunting John Kramer for so many years, trying to figure out who he was, the Jigsaw Killer. So it shows that he's devoted, but not to you, basically. So if you're hoping for a relationship with this man, it is probably not going to happen because he's too hardworking, basically. An awful lot of relationships happen to fall out of love with their partners because of the job. It always takes them away from them. Handsome guy, so I would probably say smash, but I'm going to have to say pass because the guy is just too hard-working. He takes his job way too seriously. He's a job's worth. Nobody likes a job's worth at the end of the day. So, sorry, man. You're going to have to be a pass for me. Kate. Now, Kate Denson. She's a musician. She's very, very gorgeous. Very, very lovely body, I have to say. She's got very good proportions. Not really a fan of this hairstyle, basically, but I like the silver hair with the outfit, basically. Not really one for leather, but it works well on Kate, basically. She's very sweet, she's very understanding and caring, she's a musician, as I've already said. So she's got talent, she works well with her fingers. Yeah, I'm going to give a smash to Kate, because, wouldn't you? Adam Francis. Now, he is a teacher. Something that we all look for in a partner is someone who is great with kids, very works well with them. He's gone into university. He even saved a young girl's life on a train before he got taken into the fog. But unfortunately he got taken, but she ended up dying in the end. But it's the fact that he threw himself in harm's way to save somebody. That goes a long way. That goes a long way with certain people. So for my boy Adam, I'm going to give him a smash because, let's all be honest, the man deserves it. He's a hero in anyone's eyes, and he's a great teacher, a very intelligent person. We move on to Jeff Johansson. Now, Jeff, my boy, he's got tattoos, he's cool looking, he's got a lovely beard, nice hair, he's got some lovely outfits whenever he gets them, and he's a dog owner, which is always nice to know. He's got himself a pitty. I'm a dog lover, I love my dogs, and honestly, the only way to be in my bad books is if you mistreat animals, and Jeff, none of that. No mistreating animals, he loves his pitty. So for that reason I have to give him a smash. The man is very warm-hearted. He's also gone in and out of dark times. He's had some trouble in his past, but he's been able to overcome them. That shows grit and determination, and that's especially something we need to find in our partners, is that they can pick themselves up when they know that no one else is there to do it for them, basically. So for that, I'm going to give him a smash. Good man for a relationship. Jane Romero. Now, kind of the Oprah Winfrey of Dead by Daylight. Kind of went down that route with her. The only thing that really attracts you to her is the fact that she has a fat ass. I'm not going to lie, she's got a fat ass, like really fucking huge. But honestly, she's alright. Not my type, really. It's just, I don't know. You would think that the ass is probably like a Brazilian butt lift or something. Too much makeup. I kind of prefer my ladies with more natural looking faces, basically. A little bit of lipstick and maybe some eyeshadow, but nothing over the top like foundation or some types of shit like that. It's just unnecessary. If she maybe had some tattoos on her arms and maybe the stomach area or something like that, it might bump her up a little bit, but honestly, I'm not really a fan of Jane. So for that, I'm going to give her a pass. And we have the savior himself of the entire Evil Dead realm, Ashley J. Williams.
What is this place?
It is the smash and pass rating ratio, my friend, and you are about to be rated. I'm going to give you a 7 out of 10 because not only has he saved the world, the man has had many partners. So I'd probably be concerned about STDs that he might be picking up, but get him tested, make sure he's all clean, we're all good and ready to go. Smash. And he's got a hand puppet, so you might be getting a BJ along with a hand job. That's always great. Move on to Nancy. Now, we are going to pass because this model is atrocious! Look at this face. Look at this face. What did they do to Nancy's face? She was so lovely in Stranger Things, and then they turned her into this fucking, like, hobbit-looking, smushed-eyed fucking looking thing. They did a bad job of Nancy. So for that reason, I'm going to say pass on her. And then we move to the better out of the two, Steve Harrington. They got the man's face perfect. Almost identical. Good body shape. Very handsome guy. He's very caring, a very good friend. Always looks out for those that he has under his wing, basically. Might be selfish at times, but who wouldn't be, especially when they're trying to pine for the person that they love. Sometimes love blinds you. So I'll give Steve a good smash. Why not? Yui Kimura. My Yui Kimura. This is the outfit I've gotten with her so far. It's probably not the best, but the fact that this shows a lot of back, I am all for, basically. Who doesn't like a good back on a woman, you know? Something that you can rake into when you're getting down and dirty with them. And Yui, bless her, she knows how to take care of herself. She's a very independent woman and not like all in your face type of independent. I mean, like, she can handle herself. She's very accomplished, basically, being a motorcycle rider. Of course she's got family issues, but who wouldn't really? But that kind of strengthens you as a person. So, with my girl Yui, I'm going to give her a good old smash. She probably wouldn't be that very loyal in a relationship though, so may have to just be a smash, unfortunately. Zarina. Now, she is very job orientated as usual. Very loyal to the job, basically a detective, so on and so forth, exploring and stuff like that. Very gorgeous. I do like her face. She's got beautiful tan skin. The outfit helps an awful lot as well. I feel like she would probably do less with jewelry, because I'm not really too on bling with women, but it works in the right areas, basically. Yeah, I'll give her a smash. She seems like a lovely lass. Move on to Cheryl Mason. Now, Cheryl, she is meant to be the most powerful being in all of Silent Hill. Like, think demigod levels. If you put her into the entity's realm and unleash her shackles, I think she could be the most powerful creature in the entire, like, universe of Dead by Daylight, basically. She's very powerful. But aside from that, she's got a very shy exterior. I'm not too well known about the Silent Hill franchise. I know it's about a fella who is kind of feeling the guilt of murdering his wife in a certain sense. Although I don't think he murdered his wife. I feel like he had thoughts of it because of the unfortunate illness that she was struck with. So I don't really know much about Cheryl Mason, basically, but just going off of looks, she's quite attractive to me, at least. If she had a little bit longer hair, that would just be a double. But women can make short hair work if they really do well with it. Outfit is kind of plain looking, but at the end of the day, I like a shy personality, really. So, for that, I'll give her a smash. Very sweet girl. Felix. Now, our German man Felix. Very good looking fella. He was going to be a father, and unfortunately ran away from his responsibilities. We don't like deadbeats here. Nobody likes a deadbeat, but at the end of the day, you know, he had his own reasons. He had to go find his father in the fog. Everyone had their own reason, which is why I'll probably be saying the same thing when I get onto Elodie Ricoto. But man's handsome. The vest and trousers suit him well with this. I think he looks really decent. Very good body. Yeah, I'd say smash. Like you've met in the bar and you just wanted to get your rocks off. Yeah, straight up. Move on to Elodie Ricoto. Not the best outfit for her, but it's better than anything I've seen her in, basically. She's very, very gorgeous. She's got curves in the right places. She's very sexy when she wants to be. Very good looking face. She's very determined. She basically tried to take on an entire cult by herself at one point, so that means she's got balls. Is she a bit stupid for doing it? Probably. But then, wouldn't you be if you were trying to find your family and trying to get answers for them? So, I have to give like a good plus for the determination she throws in. Very good looking woman, very attractive, very intelligent at times until she decides to throw her life away for a very unknown reason. But yeah, I'd say smash for Elodie, no problem there. Move on to Yunjin. This is probably the most attractive outfit I could find for her. Shows a little bit of back. Not really a fan of the ponytail, but whatever hairstyle was there apart from the ugly looking ass bob. It actually has no makeup on her for her, apart from her eyes, which is a nice touch. That's the thing. She's got a very lovely body, but the only problem is her voice. And I'm thinking, like, the voice when she's screaming. Now, can you imagine having sex, and then she screams? No, I'd have to kick her out. It's like that woman in Man with Two Brains, you know, where he's like trying to find a body for a brain that he fell in love with. You need to watch it. It's Steve Martin. It's so funny. Anyway, he goes to meet this stripper, basically, or this prostitute, and she's got a very gorgeous body, very gorgeous body. Then she opens her mouth and she sounds like, well, we can go to my room, so forth, like really Bronxian accent, and I'm thinking, oh my god, no. So for that reason alone, I'm going to say pass on Yoonjin. A very hard pass, but no, I can't, not with that voice. Jill Valentine. Attitude is a negative, a big negative. But that might just be because of the Resident Evil games. They kind of went a little bit woke-ish with that. They tried to make her like this indestructible being of a woman that could take on like Nemesis, like this 12-foot tall hulking beast of a fucking thing. But then you could say the same thing about Leon. Like, can a man or a woman really take on like a mutant like Nemesis or Mr. X? No. But we are in the realm of like improbabilities with this, basically. But I'm only just judging based on her personality and looks. Personality is a bit of a no-go. I feel like she seems a bit too serious. But body-wise, kind of plain Jane. I'm not really a fan of Jill, so I'm gonna have to say pass for Jill. Moving on to Leon. Man could make me jealous. Man's got hair that could make Fabio jealous, honestly. This man's very good-looking, very fit, very attractive. Kind of a wet blanket in the earlier games of Resident Evil, until later on when he kind of like messes around with Ada Wong and, you know, the other characters. He kind of grows a bit of a personality, basically. But yeah, for a one-night stand, yeah, smash, no problem. Leon's very attractive looking, so I think the wet blanket personality kind of like overthrows the fact that the guy's good looking. Very much so. We move on to Michaela. Pup, come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here. Good boy. He's searching through my food, bless him. I know, boy. Now, Michaela, very attractive. One of the most attractive characters I've come across. Who doesn't love a redhead? Who doesn't love a redhead that knows witchcraft? Just stay away from the ones that know astrology. You know, the ones that believe in that. They're the crazy ones. But not witchcraft girls, you know, they're fine, they're fine. Very attractive, she's got very nice tattoos. She may have a lot of them, which can be kind of unattractive for some guys, but not me. I love a girl that has very nicely fine detailed tattoos that have good placement. If you have bad placement on a bad tattoo, it shows, really. I think she even has one on her stomach here, actually, which is very, very good looking. So, for her, I am going to say smash. A big, big smash. She's one of my favourites. She's probably one of the more attractive lasses in this list. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Michaela for a smash for this one. Move on for Jonah Vasquez. Handsome guy. Very handsome guy. Although he's career driven, so it might be the same thing with the chap from Jigsaw. So, I'm probably going to say pass because of the job, but he's very attractive, so it's a very hard pass, I'd say. Yoichi. Now, I'm going to say pass on this one because the only Yoichi I remember was a child. We don't do that stuff here. But based on this character alone, and with his struggles with Sadako, he's determined. He was able to make it to adulthood, even though Sadako was known to kill people within 7 days, really. Quite short of time when you see them. He was able to survive, like, the hauntings of the Onryo, that is Sadako. Like, that shows guts, basically, which is always respectable. But I just cannot. I look at him and I think of young Yuichi, and I cannot. I'm sorry. It's got to be a pass. Moving on to Harikura. Harikura is one of those characters that you think, oh no, like, I can't see myself with this person, but then you see their personality, like, shine through, their determination, their guts, and their, like, eagerness to, like, go after something. And she's very, very attractive. She's got a very gorgeous body, I'm not gonna lie. She's got, like, hips in the right places. Her hips are fucking gorgeous. Like her hair, apart from this little white thing at the front, it's a little bit weird, basically. And she's got scars, which shows that she survives a hell of a story, and she's got a hell of a story to tell, basically. So, with Hardy, I'm definitely gonna say a smash, straight up. Smash. Moving on. Rebecca, definitely a smash for sure. She's got one of those cute personalities where she's wants to prove herself. She seems like the type of person that is very capable but always just wants to prove herself. I feel like she would have a shy personality meeting you, but then when she comes out of her little box, I feel like she'd be one hell of a firecracker. And who can't remember that fantastic little basketball poster from Resident Evil? We all remember that, don't we, lads? Smash for Rebecca. A thumbs up for Rebecca. Vittorio. Now, I am going to say a smash for Vittorio because, one, he's Italian. We all know most Italians are quite romantic. Man has a lot of experience with the realm. I feel like he'd be able to pull you out of a tight space if he wants to, basically. And he's got beautiful blue tattoos. Beautiful blue tattoos. Gorgeous tattoos, I'm not gonna lie. Man has a lot of experience. I feel like he could tell you some stories of the realms that he's been through. And I think he's the only one that has actually managed to escape the realm at one point. Which is quite hard to believe, really. So, for him, I'm gonna say a smash. Straight up. We move on to Felida. Now, do not let the dress fool you. She's very attractive, I'll give her that. Very, very attractive. Yeah, very attractive. But, I'm going to say pass. Now, before you come at me with your pitchforks, it's because I feel too... I feel too, there's something about her that just gives me this impatient feeling. Like, see how she's tapping her foot? She has a type of ADHD by the looks of things because her brother also has autism. Now, I'm not against disabilities or anything, but not everyone, but some of them. Some people with ADHD can be very bouncy, off the walls, very, like, gotta go here, gotta go there, a bit too energetic for me. For someone like me, I'm a little bit more chill. I'm very, different thinking, and being autistic myself, I feel like we would just not be a good match for each other, basically. So for that, I'm basically going to say pass on Felita because I think she's just too energetic for me. Now we move on to Renato. Renato, same sort of thing. He's got his tapping going on. This is kind of what he does to keep himself calm and under pressure and all that stuff. Also, it said in the lore that Felita kind of saw, like, a beach in Brazil where Renato kind of saw what was really happening around them whilst they were being hunted down. I can see Renato, although he's autistic, an awful lot of autistic people see things in a different light. That's kind of a good thing for him, basically, because he's able to see what she isn't. So she is basically her anchor, his sister, basically. So he's quite an understanding individual. But I can't say smash because I feel like he's too innocent. I feel like just having a relationship with a guy would just be too much of a distraction. I don't think he'd be up for a relationship either because he's too chill being all by himself, which is all good. So for that, I'm going to say pass, but we all like Renato. He's a nice guy. Gabriel Soma. Who doesn't like a clone? Who doesn't wish we could all have a clone, basically? I mean, would you look at your clone and think, would you do that to yourself? Hell yeah, I would. Straight up. So I'm going to say smash for Gabriel. Also, he's a sole survivor. That means he's got guts. Straight up. Nicolas Cage. Now, Nicolas Cage.
On the parade here, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to die, aren't we? If we're not already dead.
Now, we have a defeatist attitude. That's knocked you down a few pegs, Nick. But, love him as an actor. Can be a bit zany, crazy at times, but I think my favourite film with him in was Face Off. He really outshined in that film. He could play serious, but also that wacky, crazy like side to himself as usual. But it was just a big meme that they brought him into Dead by Daylight, and it was just so funny. And even his perks show that his whole thing is just a meme, basically, and I love it, basically. So, with Nicholas, I'm going to say a pass, but I would love to go out with for him to have drinks and have some good times with, like, to chat about all funny times and stuff like that. Now, Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver. Wow, Sigourney Weaver. She's a type of woman that I didn't find attractive when I first saw her in Alien, but as the years went on, she grew on me, and oh my god, you know when they say women mature like wine, she matured like wine. Oh my god, she blossomed into a beautiful woman. When like she got to Avatar, she was even more beautiful. There's something about her. I don't know what it is. Like, normally you tend to lose attractiveness the older you get, but not Sigourney Weaver. There's something about her that like I don't give a shit attitude, but she still has the looks to carry herself. Like, oh, she's so hot. I can't handle it. She's like the original badass heroine that we all grew up and loved from like Alien and onwards, basically. I cannot pass on Sigourney Weaver or I would just hate myself. So I have to say Sigourney Weaver. This character, not so much. Doesn't look like Sigourney Weaver. But I have to pay respect to the original Sigourney Weaver. Smash all the way. And Sigourney Weaver, if you're listening to this, you're probably not. I love you. I love you very much. Thank you so much for making my childhood somewhat enjoyable with your fantastic films. Thank you. Now, moving on to Alan Wake. Handsome guy. Smash. Moving on. Don't have to say anything more. Beautiful beard. Sable.
Feeling something horrible is about to happen.
Now that voice kind of reminds me of Velma, which makes me love her even more, because Velma was one of my crushes growing up. It was Betty Rubble, Betty Boop, and Velma. Velma was like very cute, very, I would say shy, but she's not really. She's very intelligent. I love intelligent women. Ones that know how to have a laugh with you, basically. I feel like Sable is a bit too goth to joke and stuff like that, so I don't know if there would be much of a relationship there. Anyway, I think she kind of swings for the fences for Michaela by the looks of things. So I'm going to have to say a very, very... No, I'm going to say smash, sod it. She's very, very attractive. But I'm not going to be the type to, like, simp for her now. She's obviously got the pines for Michaela, unfortunately. But, yeah, I'm going to say smash. Good one-night stand will do anybody any good. Now, these two are a package deal. I'm going to say pass on the chap here. Don't you growl at me, boy. But I'm going to say smash for the elf, because who doesn't like a knife ear? Everybody loves an elf. Straight up. So yeah, for Asteri Yazar, I'm going to say a smash for the female, but a pass for the male. Moving on to Lara Croft.
Where am I?
You are on a smash and pass challenge, dear. And my dear, I'm going to say they did a beautiful job modelling you. Very beautiful job. Very lovely. And she's British. Who does not love a British accent? And it's received pronunciation as well. Something that an awful lot of media cannot do. Sometimes they'll get an American that voices a Brit and they just cannot do it. So I'm glad that they got an actual Brit to voice Lara. Played all the games when I was a kid. Everybody remembers Pixel Boobed Lara very well. Love her, she's an icon. You've got to love Lara Croft. And they've done pretty well. The face is not very accurate. I think they tried to model her after the Tomb Raider version. It's kind of okay, but I feel like the Tomb Raider one was far more attractive. Like, it's superiorly attractive compared to what they've done for DVD. But body-wise, yeah, very petite, very gorgeous. So yeah, I'm going to say a smash for Lara. Everybody loves Lara. We all know that. Trevor Belmont. This is Soma. For Trevor Belmont, I'm going to say a pass. Guy's too serious. I feel like the guy would just rip my head off if I said something wrong to him. And Soma, very evil. I can see Soma being... Soma's got like that anime protagonist look to him. Very attractive, don't get me wrong. But I feel like he's too edgelord, I think, to be in a relationship with somebody. So I'm going to say a pass for Soma. And for the new survivor, you know, the Irish lass, I'm going to say a pass. We don't like cult members here. She's very, very evil. We don't do that. That was a message. We don't do cult members here, basically, so I'm going to say a pass for that survivor. And I'll give my rating for the new killer, the Houndmaster, in the next video. So, out of all these survivors, which one would I choose to settle down with and have children with, maybe? Claudette. Straight up. Claudette. You got to understand that, yes, attractiveness is there, basically, but I feel like as we grow old, that attractiveness is going to die out, but what stays behind is the personality, the kindness, and the loving tenderness that she offers, basically. That is the one thing that men look for in their women now these days, is a caring, kind personality. That's it, really. That's all we look for as men looking for wives, basically. It's just a caring, sweet, loving personality. So, for that, I'm going to say my favourite pick out of the bunch is Claudette. A very sweet, lovely woman. So, with that, lads and ladies, that is going to be the end of the first episode of Smash and Pass. If you want to see the killer-sided one, come on back tomorrow. I will be doing all of those, including the new killer, the Houndmaster. Although I don't have her model, you've all seen what she looks like, and we all seen what that survivor looks like. I've given my 2 cents on that, basically. Remember, this is all for fun. Don't take whatever I say out of context. It's just there to basically be a little fun little game of Smash and Pass, basically. So, with that, lads and ladies, I thank you ever so much for watching, and yes, I will see you in the next episode tomorrow. And then hopefully when the Houndmaster comes out on the 28th, I will be doing some gameplay of that then. You want me to answer that message? I better go answer that message now. But yeah, I can't wait to play as the Houndmaster with Snug. Everybody wants to play with a new good boy. Everybody wants a dog. Everybody wants their good boy. It'll be so great to have a skin for a German Shepherd in that game. I can finally play with my good boy in the game. So, with that, lads and ladies, I thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode tomorrow. Take care, my friends.